Hello, selamat datang. This is what happens when you try and shape your chips or your rice cracker snack, when you are not good at arts. But let's go for the kill. Great. So let's get right into it. Let's start. I've got roughly 1 cup of rice flour, and I also put 1 teaspoon of cornstarch in here, and I'm going to toast this in the microwave. So roughly intervals of 30 seconds on high, and then we're going to rotate it until it changes color, and then I'm going to add cornstarch after that, the rest of the cornstarch. So let's just do that and start microwaving. So this is roughly 4 times in the microwave, or roughly a total time of 2 minutes in 30 seconds intervals. I've put the remaining of 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and now I'm just going to microwave it for 2 more times, and then we're going to go microwave 2 cups of water as well. So that was a last amount of roughly 1 minute or 1.5 minutes in the microwave, and I'm putting some flavoring. This is mushroom powder, as you probably know, and I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt, more or less, as well. So 1 teaspoon of salt. Side, I've got my water measured out. This is 2 cups, roughly 2 cups of water. I'm going to microwave it roughly 3 minutes until boiling. Let's get it boiled. So after about 3.5 minutes, it's super hot, boiling. Roughly about 1 tablespoon of oil, and then we're going to slowly mix in the powder. So yeah, let's just do that. Just going to show you as I mix it in. We're just going to mix it in and combine. Of course, you can do this on the stove top. I was today going to do it. It's this lazy method, I guess. But yeah, so we're just going to combine, and I'll mix in the rest of the flour, and then we'll come back to it. So, trying to be lazy, but in the end I had to take out the pan because there was no way I can finish the job. I also presumed that the flour ratio that I was using was totally wrong, and I had to double the amount of rice flour. So this is almost 2 cups of rice flour to that 1 cup of water. So that's what I'm using, and that's what I'm going with now. And you can see it now looks like a ball of dough. Okay, so this looks much better right now. And so this is formed more or less. I'm just going to let it cool down, and then we're going to start shaping it. I'm going to turn off the fire, and we can start shaping it already. But yeah, I just wanted to show it to you. I need to try and save up this remaining amount of flour to do this, and I'm just going to let it cool down a bit before we try to form it. Yeah, so come back to that. Okay, so I'm going to roll it, but to do that I need to rub my hands with oil. Otherwise, as you can see, it gets everywhere and it becomes really sticky. So I made some already without the oil, but I'm now going to make more, and I've got my hands full of oil, as you can see. And yeah, then it works. If I have my hands full of oil, then yeah, as you can see, then it works. And then I have my sticks, so I'm just going to roll a bunch of them, take a small amount, then I'm just going to roll it out. So yeah, it seems like the flour mixture in the end where we got was correct. So I'm just going to keep rolling this out. In some cases, yeah, I've got 2. Okay, but yeah, so you're just going to roll out a bunch, and then I'm just going to air fry them. Roughly, I'm starting off with 200 degrees at 10 minutes, and then we will see how we need to adjust this. Yeah. So, but that's what I'm going to start off with: 200 degrees at 10 minutes. Yeah. So, yeah, by putting the oil, it doesn't stick, and that's how you are able to finally get it to roll. But if you get it too thick, then it eventually gets stuck. So it's a fine balance between rolling it too thin and rolling it too thick. So yeah, just go with that. Just got the rest. I'm just going to take this out. And I'm just going to do this up and then start rolling everything else. And then got some more. I'm just going to stick and roll. I'm wondering if it will stick if I let it get too near each other, but let's see on that. But yeah, this has been surprisingly therapeutic. And yeah, the solution to the sticky stuff, yeah, this brings back some deja vu memories, because one of my recipes, if you know which one, you will know that I struggled with the dough batter similar to this. But yeah, this one's turned out okay, and it's turned out much better, in fact. But yeah, I'm just going to go finish the rest. So I just wanted to show you the results. It needed a significant amount of time, roughly 200 degrees at almost 20 minutes. And yeah, I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can hear that, but yes, doesn't look good, but it tastes great. Particularly if you lose some seasoning powders, and it can be any snack you want. So I'm just going to make the rest. As you can see, I'm oiling it like crazy, then it goes really well. So let's just get on with it and roll the rest and then come back. Just to show after putting powder, cheese powder on all of them, so this is the result, and it's great. So while I'm finishing up the rest, what can we conclude? Yeah, it works, and the results are, I must say, quite good. I mean, again, it needs some flavor help. If you eat it by itself, it's a bit plain. Of course, you can increase the flavor. I made the mistake of not increasing the flavor just now when I increased the flour ratio. So I'm just going to put some cheese flavoring that I have, cheese powder in case you're asking. Now, I don't know if you can hear that. But it's good. It's a bit chewy, but it gives you texture as compared to just pure hard or crispy. But I think you can use longer in the air fryer, so I'm just going to go with 20 minutes, 200 degrees, and it will work. Or at least I think. So yeah, that's it. If you liked it, I'm happy to dispel the ghost of this batter. You can check out my other videos, especially the one on rice noodle on the box grater, to find out what I'm talking about. But yeah, and that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, share as always. Thanks for watching as always, and see you in the next one.